Hey guys, today we're going to go through some yard sale pickups from today. It was quite a successful yard sale. It can be quite hit or miss sometimes, but did quite well. So we're going to go through everything I picked up, how much I picked it up for, and how much I'm hoping to sell it for. I do have footage from some of the sales. I was using my meta glasses, so it didn't work for all of them, but if I've got footage, I'll insert it before. But let's see everything I picked up from the first store. So this was a community yard sale. So there was, I think, about 30 houses doing it, 30 stalls. So I was really hoping to find some good stuff, and I did. It was supposed to start at 10, but the Facebook group, half the people with stalls said they'd put everything out by 8, and I was like, so we got there quite early, which meant I was able to find quite a bit of stuff. Obviously, if you get into a yard sale early and you're going up, always make sure and ask them that it's fine to have a look around. 99 times out of 100 it is, but yeah. Anyway, first stall I picked up this really cool Buzz Light. It's with the anti-gravity belt. I don't have it turned on, but it does work. 1 second.
Anti-gravity belt activate.
I'll put up some sold comps up here. Picked this one up for £4, and alongside that one they also had a Jessie with the hat, and she works as well.
I bet we can get all the other toys together for some dancing too.
This is one of the Thinkway ones, which are good ones to look out for. And obviously she's got a hat. This was £4 as well. Again, I put up some sold comps here. So I think I'm hoping for about 20 quid on this one. And I'm not 100% sure on the Buzz, anywhere between 50 and 65, I think. But that was a really good first store. They did have Woody, but the kid whose toys they obviously were, he decided he wanted to keep the Woody. So, but I managed to get those two. So from the second store, I have already put them away, and it would be a faff to get back up. So I'll whack up pictures. I picked up this Rhino, the hamster from Bolt, new with tags for £1, and I also picked up, I believe, these 1980s Garfield slippers, also for £1. They had a little bit of wear, a little bit of bobbling on the inside, but I'm hoping for about £5 to £6 on the Bolt plush, and about 15-ish pounds on the slippers. I really wasn't sure. They've got a bit of markings on the eyes and stuff, but I'll go throw up comps. 10-15 is kind of my ballpark for that. Well, I did go to quite a lot of stores and didn't find or pick up anything. So that's the way it goes. I know it seems like I got a lot of really good stuff, and I did, but probably it was only 7 out of the 30 I actually picked something up from. I did pick up these little clip-on Pokeballs, 50p each. I didn't really know. This was like start of the trail and I wasn't finding much, so I picked these up just to have something. I'm hoping for like 6 quid back on like both of these as a pair. Nothing crazy, and in like hindsight probably shouldn't have picked these up just because it's not massive profits, but hopefully they sell quick. The next store which I picked some stuff up from was actually a really good store. They had quite a lot of stuff, and it seemed like they just wanted it gone, so nice and cheap prices. The first thing I found was this 1989 Wallace and Gromit plush. He's in really good condition. A little bit of wear on like the goggles, but besides that, it's really good. I think it worked out to be about £1.30 for each thing, because it was £8 in total. I'm hoping for about £10 back on this guy. Next, didn't really know what it was. I thought it looked cool. It's a little green pocket clock thing. I think it's slightly broken, or I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't really know what I'm doing. But it's this clock, and it goes in here. Again, worked out to be £1.30 or something like that. Hoping for about 10 to 15 back on that one. Next was a complete set of 6 Guinness coasters. These are really, really cool. I'll whack obviously a picture up to see, but again, £1.30 for all 6 of these, and they're in really, really good condition. with some really cool artwork. Hoping for about 20 quid back on these. Seems to be, there's one listing up for 20 quid and it's got a couple favourites, so I've popped mine up for 20 as well, we'll see. Next is this little Ben 10 figure I have. Popped him away. Again, £1.30. Was hoping for slightly better prices, but I'm only going to whack this one up for about 6 quid. And then the next thing I picked up from that sale was this loose Pennywise Funko Pop. They had a few loose ones, but this was the only one I thought could be interesting because I know that some of the horror ones can be good. Again, this one's not really worth much, only going to whack it up for about 4 quid. If I didn't already have a Pennywise, I would have kept it, but I do unfortunately already have one. And then the final thing I picked up from the store was like hidden under a little like keyboard was a Kindle. It's upstairs on charge right now, but I'll whack up a picture of the make and sold comps for it. Like £1.30 into it. I'm hoping, I've sold a Kindle before and I got, I think it was between 30 and 40 quids, and I think it's the same one, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna hope for about 30, but I haven't actually looked up the comps or anything on that specific model yet. So it will all be here. You'll know more than me. Okay, so the next stall was probably my favourite or joint favourite for the stuff I picked up and how much I paid. I don't know if I was recording for this one annoyingly, but the stuff I got was so good. So first thing I saw when I rocked up to the stall was a little sack boy. Now he actually had 3. So he had like this disco one and then 2 of these like dancing happy ones. So I obviously asked how much do you want for him, and he was and ahhing, and usually in my experience that usually means they're going to say a more expensive price. So I was like, oh damn, these are sick, I would have loved to grab them. And then he said, I think he said £1 for all 3 or £1 each, I can't remember. So I was like, yes. Now I know that there's a current listing on eBay for the 2 of these for about 20-30 quid. I need to, if I can find any sold comps as always, I'll put them on the side of the screen. But for £1 each or £1 in total, I can't remember, I was always going to do that. Then he had this mini ninjas statue, which I did a quick research on this. I've seen quite a few without the bottom stand. So I don't, again, if they're sold comps, you'll see, but hoping for maybe £10 back on that one. That was £1 as well. Then he had this Monster Hunter World dragon statue. I've never played it. Again, £1. There's one up on eBay for about 30, so that's probably what I'll aim for as well. And then he had 3 of these orcs, trolls from Overlord. This one is in really good condition. This one is unfortunately missing a few of his fingers, and this one is unfortunately missing one of his ears. But all 3 for £1. And I think these are quite good. So I'm hoping I'll bundle them all up, and who knows. I haven't really done much research on this sort of thing yet, but I know that for £1 each, bargain. I did also pick up one thing for myself. It's the only video game he had. It was Max Payne 3, and I don't have this one, I believe, on PlayStation 3. If I do have it, I'll whack it on Vinted for like £4 or £5. But I don't think I do. So that was an amazing haul. I actually can't wait to pitch them and list them all up. Obviously, once I'm editing stuff, if any of it sells, I'll probably put it here as well. But that was some good stuff. I'm tempted to keep a sack boy just because he's really cool, but I'm not a big fan of Sony at the minute because of their cancellation of physical discs. So we'll see. This stuff was arguably just as good. I think I haven't looked any of it up yet, so I don't know. But price wise, as the previous stall, it was like a community youth centre that was joining in on the sale, and all clothes, all adult clothes were £1 each, and bags were like 50p, pounds, don't know. So this is what I got. I haven't looked any of this up yet. So again, soul comps will be here, so I don't really know what I'm aiming for yet. I just knew that this stuff for £1. Take a punt on it. So first up is this army like rucksack, like medical. It says here on the back, pouch medical side rucksack. I know that army stuff can sometimes be good. I don't know if this is actual army or if it's like cadets or what, but for £1, I thought, why not? This Vans Off the Wall t-shirt is actually really nice. Size large. Again, £1. This Royal Marines Commando t-shirt. Again, I don't think it's actual military. I don't know. But I thought, again, for £1, why not pick it up and see? This Nike jacket, zip-up black jacket. Again, size large. It's got someone's name written in it. Matt, got your jacket. Yep. This Ralph Lauren polo, white polo shirt. Size large. In really good condition. I need to check if this is real or not. But I thought at the time I'd just pick it up. These really cool Timberland trousers. There. Again, this was actually the first thing I saw. So I was like, okay, there's still branded stuff here. Worth having a look. Then I saw these Hugo Boss jeans. Again, £1. And I was like, okay. And then there was this like really heavy jacket. I don't know anything about it. I obviously haven't looked any of this stuff up yet or what it's worth. Drizzabone is the brand. Obviously this bit's come off, but size XL, and obviously there's some bits I need to take off. But it seems in really good condition. It's heavy as well. So I don't know. Obviously put up, like always, sold comps up here on the side. But yeah, it needs a bit of a clean. But yeah, I just thought for £1, it's just so heavy. It's got to be worth something. It's got to be worth more than £1. And then the final thing I picked up from there was this Vans little bag thing. I think they actually just threw this in for me. Needs a clean, but 50p, why not? Store was nothing crazy, but picked up 3 things from it, and it was all camera bags. So I picked up this Fosoto one. Like, they're all in practically brand new condition. Put soul comps up here. I think for each of them I'm going to aim for about 10 quid back, and they were £1 each. I've sold a camera bag before and it sold quite quickly. Yeah, it sold quite quickly, so when they said £1 I was like, I'll grab all the ones they had. So they also had this Case Logic, looks like DSLR camera bag, and then this SLR Case Logic camera bag, and yeah, they're all in like brand new condition. So £10-15 each on them is my aim. So the next store which I picked some stuff up at was actually a really good store. They didn't have a lot out, so I was a bit skeptical, but went up and looked anyway. And they had cameras, which are my favourite things to pick up and resell. They had this Fujifilm, what is it, 14 megapixel, Fujifilm FinePix S2980. They had this for 10, and it doesn't resell for too much more than that, but I'm going to keep this one for myself. So I'm going on holiday at the end of the year, and I was actually looking to get a camera for that, so I'm going to keep that. Next, they had this Olympus Muji 2 Zoom 80. Works, don't have the batteries in it at the minute. Works, powers on, all fine. They wanted 30 for this, managed to get it for 25. But this resells for some crazy value. You want to look out for the Olympus Muji ones. They're really good. And And finally, they had this really cool The Weekend After Hours Tour t-shirt. Here it is. In XL, they wanted £4 for this. Can't find too many sold comps. There is one up on Vinted, I believe, for 15. I'm gonna aim between the 20 and £30 mark and just see what happens with that. But they wanted £4 for that. I would have kept that, but an XL's too big for me. So that is everything I picked up at the yard sale, trail sale thingamabob today. It was a really good day. Not all of them are like this. I've gone to many yard sales and only picked up like a few things and they weren't even that good. So it's nice to have one which you come back and you feel like you've gotten a lot of good stuff. But let me know, what was your favourite thing I picked up? If you went to any yard sales recently and what you found. And mostly, thank you very much for watching. I know this is kind of my first video, so I really appreciate it.